thing that'll be moving is XRP. XRP could be dropping even below Chainlink in the next few weeks, right? So this will be a new thing for XRP. XRP has always been in like the top 10 since the beginning of time, basically. But this may be the first time that we see XRP actually get to number 10
36,000
and possibly even drop out of number 10 as everything else moves up. That would be something completely new. Let's just put it that way. But the reason why I got lost track, the reason why XRP went up is this: the Ukraine government picks Stellar to help them build their new central bank digital currency. So first of all, I think a lot of people miss the fact that you have an entire country now, right, that is coming up with a digital currency. We know that the U.S. is behind. They're still talking about it, whether or not to go with Facebook Dem or come up with their own. We know China's already testing.
What's up, guys? It's me.
Yuan,
How are you?
Now you have Ukraine that also wants to do the same thing. They want to come out with their own digital currency, but they have chosen Stellar to help them do that. So most likely, whatever this new token will be based on the Stellar blockchain, right? It doesn't have to be, but it makes sense if it is. I mean, they could just use the team's knowledge and come up with their own. I don't know if they're really going to trust 100% to have their national central bank digital currency run on top of Stellar. What if Stellar gets hacked? What if Stellar goes down? I mean, the transactions become too expensive. I don't know. There's a lot of things a country has to worry about, right? So I don't know if that's official, but the fact that they've been contracted to do this is very big. And this is the reason why Stellar is going up in a big way. But with that said, you don't want to FOMO in. Sometimes you can catch a tail end of a pump and you think you're a genius, but then you know what, the tail end starts reversing and then you'll feel like a fool, right? So we know in crypto a lot of things pump up really quickly, really fast, but they also tend to come back down really fast too. So in terms of Stellar, I would suggest, if you're looking into it, you want to get into it, I would suggest waiting for it to cool off, at least stabilize before getting in. And it always happens. It always happens. You generally do not want to chase. The only thing you want to chase is Bitcoin, I would say. I mean, that's the only thing you probably want to chase. All right, guys. I'll turn to you guys for some Q&A.
Yeah, so Bitcoin is crazy right now at 36,000, almost reaching 37. I think it's gonna hit
40,000. Bitcoin mining is extremely profitable right now. Extremely profitable. In fact, Bitcoin miners are making $1 million per hour.
What?
And that's because the difficulty adjusts every 2 weeks. 2 weeks approximately. So within that 2 weeks, if Bitcoin's price goes up exponentially, right, the hash rate doesn't catch up. And that means you're just banking like a ton of Bitcoin, right? So let's just for argument's sake, let's go back 2 weeks. So today's the 6th. If you go back 2 weeks, that would be the 23rd. So where was Bitcoin on December 23rd? I mean, see, this shows you how far Bitcoin.
Man, it was definitely.
Okay, so on the 23rd, Bitcoin was at 24,000.
There you go.
We were still below 24,002, right?
There you go.
So Bitcoin has gone up $11,000 within 2 weeks. That is a huge amount. That's crazy. 50% gain from 24,000, right?
For sure.
So the miners are making a ton. Now, when the difficulty adjusts, which it will adjust up, meaning it'll get harder because when things go up, miners want to spin up more miners to solve for more Bitcoins, right? So when the mining difficulty adjusts, it'll probably jump up in a big way. But then you know what? If the Bitcoin keeps going up the next 2 weeks, you're still banking it, right? So Bitcoin mining right now, and I would argue even Ethereum mining is very, very profitable right now. And that's because we're in an uptrend, right? Obviously, when we're in downtrends, it's a different story. A lot of these Bitcoin miners, that they just break even, and sometimes they're forced to sell Bitcoins to pay for their operations. But right now, they're banking it. They're making out like bandits right now. That is also why like mining company stock, like Hut 8 or Riot, and what's the other one, Mana or Mara, they're like going through the moon. Like they're through the moon right now because a lot of big investors like Fidelity, even Schwab, they're buying mining company stock, but also because they're making money left and right, right? So
yeah. So definitely feeling
Marshawn,
good.
thoughts on VeChain 2.0?
I think
didn't
I
look
made
too much into
$400
VeChain
overnight with
2.0.
Bitcoin.
Because honestly, I don't think they need 2.0. They already have more than enough to really dominate the market. But to be honest, I haven't looked at anything about VeChain 2.0, so I can't talk about it. But VeChain, I'm glad to see that they are moving up. They have a large following. And VeChain, we know, is huge. They have some of the biggest companies in the world already utilizing VeChain blockchain. So, I'm glad to see that they're about to flip with Tron because Tron is basically now turning into like worthless. I have no idea at all what Tron is working on. I have no idea what Justin's working on. That is why Tron keeps dropping and dropping and dropping slowly. BitTorrent does not seem to be helping them right now, so I don't know what they're doing. Their Sun network is not working. Their Wink gaming platform is not working. Steam is not working. It seems like Justin just bought all these companies just because he could buy them, but he had no master vision of how to integrate them all. But anyways, I'm
Sounds
glad
like
to see
Ty
VeChain
Lopez.
moving up back in 20. I think VeChain is a top 10 project, so eventually it's going to catch up. It's going to catch up. How soon can we get to 40,000? Maybe as soon as Friday.
There you go. I just said that. I said this week, actually. It's pretty big, guys. Let's see.
What do you think about Spartan protocol? Why institutions manipulate BTC? Institutions are not. The whales are still trying to. That's what they've been doing for a while, for a long while. So that's they're losing control. But recently, I think they tried again. Bitcoin not too long ago fell down to 27, quickly recovered. And then they tried again, but this time they can only push it down to 30,000, and 30,000 became a support. And then since then they lost it, right? So whales, the ones that have been